On the surface, it looked like a mission accomplished. Cletus McFarland survived the rock. He kept the car in one piece, navigated three-wide chaos, and finished his NASCAR O'Reilly Series debut. To the fans, the message was clear. Next stop, Talladega. But behind the closed doors of Richard Childress Racing and the NASCAR hauler, the conversation is shifting from celebration to extreme caution. A high-ranking official at RCR just dropped a reality check that has the entire industry questioning if Garrett Mitchell is actually being held back from the biggest race of his life. Today, we're breaking down the hidden technicalities that might prevent Cletus from taking the green flag at Talladega later this month. We're looking at the specific boxes NASCAR says he failed to check at Rockingham, the conservation mode that changed his race, and why even veteran drivers are hesitant to give him the ultimate green light. Before we dive into the telemetry and the garage politics, if you want the most authentic NASCAR updates, hit that subscribe button. Now, let's be honest. Rockingham was a brutal classroom. Cletus wasn't just fighting the track, he was fighting a narrative. Some saw a YouTube star getting a shortcut, others saw a legitimate talent proving his worth. Earlier that Saturday, he silenced a lot of critics with a massive fourth-place finish in the ARCA Menard Series East. It gave him the momentum he needed. But the O'Reilly Series is a different beast. On lap 4, we saw exactly why the veterans were nervous. A three-wide entry into Turn 1 sent the 33 Chevy sideways. It was a spectacular save, but in the eyes of the officials, it was a red flag. NASCAR veteran Dale Earnhardt Jr. gave Cletus one piece of advice: stay out of the news. But by lap 206, after a spin that brought out the 7th caution and multiple pit road penalties, staying out of the news became impossible. This is where the story gets serious. Immediately after the race, Cletus told his 4.6 million subscribers, "See you in 2 weeks at Talladega." But Danny Lawrence at RCR was much more measured. He admitted that after that early scare, the team went into conservation mode. They weren't racing for speed anymore, they were racing just to survive. Lawrence dropped the hammer with one specific quote: "NASCAR might ask us to run another race. There were a lot of things they wanted to see happen that didn't." Specifically, the lack of a live pit stop. In the chaos of Rockingham, Cletus never got to experience the high-pressure, high-speed choreography of a green flag stop in a heavy traffic environment. For a super speedway like Talladega, NASCAR views that as a non-negotiable. Why does this matter? Because Talladega isn't a race, it's a 190-mile-per-hour chess match. If you make a mistake at Rockingham, you spin into the grass. If you make a mistake at Talladega, you take 20 cars with you and potentially cause millions of dollars in damage or worse. Even Justin Allgaier, one of the most respected names in the garage, was asked if he'd trust Cletus in a drafting pack. His answer: he dodged it. He praised the effort but wouldn't commit to being his drafting partner. That silence speaks louder than any social media comment. So is Talladega happening? Here is the authentic truth. The schedule says April 25th. Cletus has the talent and the car, but he is currently stuck in the NASCAR approval process. If NASCAR feels that conservation mode at Rockingham didn't provide enough data on his high-speed awareness and pit road discipline, they will pull the plug. It wouldn't be a snub, it would be a safety protocol. RCR signed him for 3 races. The question isn't if he will race again, but where. If the sanctioning body says no to the Super Speedway, expect to see the 33 at a shorter, more technical track first to check those final boxes. Cletus McFarland is proving he belongs in a stock car, but the jump from YouTube to Talladega is the steepest climb in motorsports. What do you think? Did Cletus show enough survival instinct at Rockingham to earn his Super Speedway license? Or do you agree with Danny Lawrence that he needs one more proving ground race before hitting the high banks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this breakdown helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stay tuned for NASCAR news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.